Hey everybody, it's Grant here with Canada Brush Control, and we are at another project, and this one's going to be a fun one. So we're right now where we are, it's completely forest, and we got to cut in the driveway, and it's not going to come without its challenges, because everything in here, let's see here if we can get to the best spot here. We got to deal with a lot of water, and then I don't know if you guys can see the yellow stripe over there, the yellow ribbon that's over there, but that's where we got to get to with the driveway. Once we get there, it is actually dry over there, so we got to go through. There's another spot over here that let's see if we can get over there, that apparently, according to the owner, is 5 feet deep. And so we're going to keep that. So we've been adjusting as we're going. He wants to keep this here. Apparently it's 5 feet deep. One of the previous owners must have dug it for a watering hole. So he's thinking of using it for a pond, which is good, because when we come in, I want to use some. There's a little bit of pile here, and there's a bit of a pile here. I'm going to use some of that to try and fill in a bit, so that way we can try and get some of the water out, and maybe have access after we clear it to be able to bring my truck in, hopefully. I'm hoping and praying that we don't sink. So anyways, I'm going to see if I can find a cool spot for you guys, so that way you guys can see what's going on, maybe in the cab. Because there's a lot of branches, so I can't stick you outside, and to put you on a tripod just doesn't make sense right now. So maybe we'll do a time lapse in the cab. So here we go. All right, so we've gotten pretty far in. I don't know how much you guys can see. You guys are still on the pedestal for the GoPro, but here's the problem. This part here going in is mush. Like I'm gonna sink for sure. So what I'm thinking that we can do is I'm gonna take all the trees, because I gotta get in there and get into the main area. So we'll take all these trees that I pulled out and we're gonna lay them across here. And what that'll do is it should help with not sinking. So we only got maybe another 20 feet, if that we have to get through. But I mean, even the stuff that I put with the dirt, I mean, it's just turning into slop, which I expected. But if I can get those across, there's actually, you can see here, there's actually a hill of dirt too that I can probably gain some access to and put some dirt on top of it too, hopefully, and maybe that'll create a bridge of some sort that we can get through. But yeah, other than that, we're motoring away, so let's keep going.
1 hour later.
All right, so I guess you guys saw the hose blew. Anyways, I must have grazed up against something and it ripped off one of the quick coupler attachments as well. So I'm all repaired up. They came and they fixed pretty quick. So we're going to continue. So let's go.
5 minutes later.
Well, I don't know. They said something to do with the regen is not working or something like that because we tried everything. So guess I'm done for tonight. See you tomorrow.
The next day.
Okay, well, it's the next day. They fixed the alarm. It was something that was to do with the computer system, so everything is up and running. So last night it rained. It rained in buckets. It came down so hard, and everything is super swampy back here. You can see here the water level is raised. Even here we got water that's showing up everywhere. But here, all the water level raised, so it's a good job that we took the time and made that bridge with the trees for now, and sent the client a message, and we're going to get some aggregate in here soon. I don't know if it's going to be when I'm here or not, but we'll see what happens. Anyways, I'm going to take a different approach. It seems like every time I hit that area, I was looking for a common area just to start and then work my way out and around. But every time I hit that area, something went wrong. So I am going to go this way and knock a few trees out and see if we can start working the parameter right away and do it that way and see how that goes. Hopefully, I don't know if maybe it's possessed or something like that. Ooh. Anyways, hopefully we have a better day today and no issues. So here we go.
5 minutes later.
What's going on? I don't know.
Alright, so we're back. The battery died, and I have the charger in here, but for some reason these chargers, the charger for the batteries seem to be charging slower in here. So finally got the green light, so we're back with the GoPro. But in the meantime, we have been working away, and let's see if I can turn it. So we've gotten as far as here. There's probably about another 15-20 feet and we reach the edge of the perimeter, sorry, that is set out for us. And then we're working in this area here. It's super dry here, which is awesome. And we are about, I would say, close to 30 feet from the perimeter over there. And then once we get that done, then we will focus over on this side here. The goal is, like I said, to try and get as much of the smaller stuff we can knock out. I'm trying to keep as many as the big ones right now. I want to see where they're placed. The owner has actually given me a little bit of creativity and basically told me to make my own decisions on this. He wants to keep some of the mature trees. So I want to get the stuff cleared out first, then we can start making some decisions on what needs to stay and what not. Stay close to me. All right, well, the the batteries were taking forever to charge, and again we ran out of battery power, so I had to keep on working. And look at this, look at how much water is here. And I'm thankful that I did this bridge, because I just spent about 20 minutes getting myself unstuck, because I was fine working in here, and then just like that, all of a sudden it just sunk, and it didn't matter what I did, where I went, I just, whew, bees are out. Just kept getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and I managed to come out this way backwards, and I don't know, something was looking over me for that one, because I shouldn't have gotten out of that one. That was way past the tracks, and that was over here. I'll show you in a second. So anyways, we've been working away, and kind of got this squared off. There's a little more over there I gotta try and grab, but I can grab that from the bridge once I got unstuck. I figured good way to end the day. It's pretty late. So we got all of this area here. And, you know, battery juice is almost done in this too. Anyways, we got all this area knocked out, and property's actually really coming along. The problem is there's a lot of marshy areas that I got to be careful of, and I mean, you can see here everything was fine coming through, and yeah, you can see just how deep I had gotten it. She was pretty deep. Luckily I managed to dig my way out and got out. So anyways, that's the end for this evening. Gonna head home, grab a bite to eat, and we'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, in 3 seconds. Alright, so we are all gassed up, ready to head in, and batteries are, see them or not, they're ready to go, so we should be able to get some decent footage today. We're gonna stick with keeping you guys in the cab right now and doing time-lapse, just because it's a little safer for the GoPro, and we're gonna be going into some heavy woods again and knocking them out. So yeah, when we left off last night, we almost sunk the excavator. Anyways, we're gonna avoid those mushy areas as much as possible, and hopefully get through the day. So here we go. All right, so we just knocked that tree down, but I just want to show you how easy it is right now in this area to get stuck. I don't know if you guys can see. Let me see if I can adjust this a little bit here. Can you guys see that right there? Let me see if I can back it up a bit. There we go. See that area right there? Instantly started sinking. And that's how quick it is to get stuck here. You don't even know what's happening. So basically what happened last night. So we got to be careful because all of this area here, all of this area is very wet. So we're gonna have to be very, very, very careful. So otherwise we'll be in big trouble. So anyways, we're gonna keep going, see what we can do. Okay, so here's the challenge. Everywhere we seem to be going is, I think I'm gonna have to back up here. I don't know if you guys can see or not. As soon as we go in, we're sinking, and it seems to be on this side here. We seem to be a little more solid. So I see there's on this side here, there's the right there, we got a hump. So I'm gonna see if we can maybe get over there. But I mean, you can see just by going in there, working 2 seconds, pulling one tree out, how quick you're sinking, which is posing a serious challenge. Maybe what we might have to do is start putting some trees across. It might be the only way. So, we'll, I think this is going to be some trial and error until we figure out how we can get over to that side. If we don't open it up, it's going to take till about July to dry out here. And he's going to bring in some fill eventually, and we'll get this leveled out for him. But in the meantime, we got to get this opened up. And these are just delays that I didn't account for. So we're going to keep going, see what we can do. So what I did was I walked the property a bit here on this side and just tried to figure out, come up with a game plan, because everything is really wet over there. So I can't come in from over there where I cleared. Basically, we have a big square here that we're trying to get into. So what I did was I went and I cleaned up all the pile that we had that was here. And of course, this ribbon is just a guideline. We can go either in more or stay out a bit, depending on whatever, right? So I'm thinking this area here, it is wet right here, and of course right in front of us we got water there too. But as I went along here, it seemed to be the driest. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and kind of pick my way across over to here and then cut across this way. And if I can get through here and hopefully stay on solid ground, then what I can do is I can kind of cut in a little bit as we go and pull the trees out. And then for this side, well, we'll still deal with it as it comes, and we'll just try and figure it out. But in the meantime, I just got to try and get to the back of the property and then see what it looks like back there. And then once I know what it's like back there, then we can kind of make a judgment call on everything else. If I can get this open enough where the sun can penetrate over the next couple of days, because I'll probably only get, today's Friday, so I know I can get in and do some work tomorrow, and maybe a little bit Sunday, and then Monday and Tuesday I have some other commitments that I have to get to, so I wouldn't be back in here till Wednesday. So if we can get a good couple days of sun, it will dry up a lot of this. So I want to get this open as quick as possible. Not to mention the owner is coming back, I think, this weekend. So if he's back and we got this open, we can kind of make some decisions as well, and a little more direction. Because the thing is that when property is completely bush, it's really hard to gauge and try and figure out what you want and where you want to go with things. So he made just a basic parameter of what he likes, but we're going, once it's open and he can see, then he can start making a plan. So I think he's going to put a trailer in for now, and his long-term plan is to put a log cabin in here. So the big thing is that if he's putting a trailer in here, keeping the big trees up is a good thing. It'll give him some shade, and then when he's ready to put the log cabin in, he can knock down whichever trees where the cabin's going to go. And in the meantime too, we can work on getting some fill in here and raise it up a bit. So anyways, rambling right now. I think I'm just avoiding trying to go through here after last night getting stuck. But so yeah, so we're gonna try and go out a little bit here and kind of come back in there. If you can see, it looks higher ground and it's dry, so wish me luck. Well, we've made it pretty much to the back corner, which is what I wanted to do. But what I noticed, this is a beautiful area. I'm going to stop here and have something to eat before we continue. Nice high flat spot. But what I've noticed is there must have been a squatter or something back here at one time. You got trees that are trimmed up. And there is a house over there. But go back here. A lot of branches that were trimmed up and everything like that. And squatters are pretty typical around here. Let's see, I don't know if it's garbage. It might be garbage. That could be garbage. But then again, you got beer bottles. Yeah, there's a bunch of beer bottles, tarp. Could very well have been a squatter. But you can see all the tree was trimmed up here too, so could very much have been a squatter that was in here. Kind of made its way in here, and was just quiet about things. And yeah, but this area, this section here, this is really, really, really nice. I like it. I'm happy that we made it up here. These big trees, I guess we're going to have to take some of them out. Got a beautiful cedar there. I think we'll leave that one. But I'm going to see what he says. I'm not going to cut these big trees yet. We'll knock down that one, these small ones and stuff like that. Kind of clean it up around here. He may want to keep them just because it's a corner of the property and it actually looks really pretty. Really nice back here. So hard to believe that there's swamp and then you come back up to this nice area. So after lunch we'll start working our way, clean this up. I'm going to leave these two birches as well. They're nice. It looks like he's got another gigantic cedar back there. So we'll make our way, follow the ribbon, clean up this stuff. That big pine's going to stay, and we'll clean around here. I needed a place to put this stuff to, so I'm going to pile this stuff against here now and start cleaning my way into here and slowly try and make our way into that section. We're actually not too far, so it looks far because you can't see, but yeah, you can see where right there's a pile, and the land bridge that we had to make again, or not the land bridge, sorry, the stick bridge. It worked, but yeah, if we can make our way in here somehow, at least try and open it up as much as we can, and then hopefully the wind and it's windy today too, actually. We're supposed to get a storm later, so that's not going to help much. But the wind and the sun and stuff like that, maybe it'll dry it out a bit and I can get in there. So anyways, gonna break for some lunch and we'll be back. All right, so the last we left off, the GoPro died, and all the batteries were still in charge mode, so I just kept going and haven't been paying attention to the batteries. And the reason being is I started working in the swampy area. So where we are right now is actually the center pretty much of the property. Yesterday we did there, got stuck there. This is all clear. Driveway is over there. You can kind of see my truck a little bit. And when I last left off, we were way over there. If you can see that yellow ribbon and just follow it along, we are way over there. So I ended up finding a rock ledge in here, so I was doing well. I wasn't sinking there, and I got quite a bit done, and I made a few bridges or whatever, something to sustain me with the wood so it wouldn't sink. Knocked down a bunch of trees just before we were done tonight. We'll clean those up tomorrow, and yeah, it's starting to all come together. It's starting to pour rain right now, so I am calling it quits. I think it's like 5:45 or something like that. But it's been raining for the last 2.5 hours, so I want to make sure that I can get out. I don't need another night like last night. So that's it for tonight. I'm signing off, and I will see you guys tomorrow.